stop trying to make other people like you. I used to be in the group where, you know what I'm saying, I would be deemed as like the popular kids or something like that, you know what I'm saying? I was just generally me, being me as a kid, not caring about what other people thought about me, and other people came to me. Like a lot of people came to me, kind of seeing me as a leader in a way. You know what I'm saying? I remember teachers used to tell me that I was the leader of the group, and the way that I acted is why everyone else acted up. Because I was a knucklehead. I was a dickhead. I was flaming your ass. Everyone was getting it. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't a bully though. Don't get it twisted. I wasn't bullying people. I realized that all of the actions that I did, other people did as well. Where, you know what I'm saying, if you came to school with a fresh fade, like I'm talking about a skin tight fade, I'm gonna grab your head and just, you know what I'm saying? Nothing too hard though, but amongst my friends I would do it. Because all my friends had like straight fade, so I'll grab up on their head, you know what I'm saying? It generally wasn't to other people, but this is what I also realized: since you're deemed as the popular kids, all the other kids around the school was gonna do what I did. It was really weird that way because it's like a domino effect. I did it to this person, now this person's doing it to my other homeboy, now my other homeboy's doing it to this, my other homeboy, and now my other homeboy's doing it to like his brother or some shit. Now his younger brother's doing it to the kids in his grade. It's all crazy how it stems from this way. I've realized this. I don't need to make like people like me. I'm just going to be me. So with that one action, other people did what I did. Another thing that I did in school was like we would actually grab a yoke on someone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, one of my homies. I'm not talking about random people. I want you to understand. I'm not talking about random people. I'm talking about my homeboys that we mixing it up. We slap boxing with or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So we'll be outside in school, chilling on the locker. All the homies get together, dab each other up, like, yo, what's good? Where your class at? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just talking shit, you know what I'm saying? I would always be late to class and, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So we'll be chilling on the lockers and, I just remember one day, like, I just grabbed a hold of my friend. We just started wrestling on the lockers and we just going back and forth, slamming each other in the lockers. Everybody, the security guard coming through like, hey, cut this shit out. We just still going back and forth. And they're like, oh, they fighting. The security guards came out. We like, yo, we not even fighting. We just playing. You know what I'm saying? We got smiles on our faces. We just young kids, just being ourselves. This is where I realized if you're being your authentic self, people will gravitate towards you. What you do, other people will do. And people will be attracted to what you do, even if you're a dickhead. Even if you're a dickhead, I was a knucklehead just doing what I did. And I had my group of friends. I had other people doing what I did, or whatever I was doing, they did what I did. Really weird this way. I didn't know this, but once I can analyze this information, what I done, the teachers used to tell me the way that these other kids act is because of the way that you act. You know what I'm saying? And in school, like I told you, I was flowing freely. I generally didn't care about school. I knew I was always going to do something outside of school. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to go to college or anything like that. So I'd be napping up in school, or if I was in class, I'll be flaming my homeboys because for some reason I always had a good homeboy, like one of my best mans in my class. So each class, everyone's getting cooked up. The kids is laughing around the school, or the kids are, you know what I'm saying, in my class know me for, you know what I'm saying, just being, I guess, the fucking knucklehead, right? But basically, like I was saying, we used to wrestle up. So one of my homies started doing that shit. And then when I started doing it, we just doing it all around the way, so they knew what it was. We call it like, yo, I'll yoke the shit out your ass. So I'll just grab them. We just wrestling up. And as kids, though, we're just having fun. We're not fighting. I want you to understand this. Y'all might think like I was a bully or something. No way. But we were just having fun. That actually led to my homeboys playing football, and the whole football team's doing it. So other people are really seeing this shit now because everyone else is doing it. And then I remember there was one video my homie he was like, yo, we really some trendsetters. Like, now the whole school is doing it. If we were juniors, we had the seniors doing it. If we were juniors, we had the sophomores and freshmen doing what we did, of what I did, which is really weird. I didn't understand this. I generally couldn't care because that's just what we did. We just slapped boxed, or we yoked each other up, had fun. Then I remember one time there was like the Spanish kid who came from Puerto Rico, and it was a freshman, and some other freshman grabbed up on him. And he don't know English. He don't know shit. So he just started mouthing his face. He started breaking his shit. I'm like, oh shit, there was a video and all. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? I'm like, oh shit, but that all like stemmed from me, of being me. And I'm like, yo, I don't even know this other freshman who grabbed the yoke on this random kid, because that's not what I would advocate for. I would never, this is all me doing within my homies. But then these other humans and these other people will see me doing it. And I guess he went up to a random dude and he got his shit popped in his face, which is okay to me, because I'm like, yo, you're not grabbing on me. I don't know you. You're not grabbing on me like that. You see what I'm saying? I've realized throughout my whole time, just being me and not caring about what other people thought And you know what I'm saying, just being myself, I had a lot of people gravitate towards me, even during school. But even now, as I'm becoming a better human being, and you know what I'm saying, I'm cut off all that childish shit, because that's when we were kids, you see what I'm saying. But don't get it wrong, me and my friends would still slap box, or you know what I'm saying, we still grab a yoke of each other and shit like that. It's still just for fun within my friends. But as I've been myself, other people will come and do what I do, or be like how I be. For some reason, they'll talk how I talk. Once you be yourself and you don't care about what anyone else thinks, I want you to understand, most people aren't woke up to this. So they'll look up to you. You see what I'm saying? Like, even the people that are older than you will look up to you because you're being your authentic self with not giving a fuck. Even if this loudmouth kid was cursing and doing whatever he wanted, whatever, he was just being him. And people will act like how, you know what I'm saying, in the way how I used to act, where, you know what I'm saying, I'm just having fun with my friends. I'm not having a care in the world. I don't want other people to do this. I'm just having fun with my friends. But they will do what I did. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why y'all trying to be down? I used to be like, yo, why y'all trying to be down? Like, I don't even know you. Why you trying to be down? Why you trying to be like me for it? Be yourself. And this is where I realized, even when I was a kid, there would be these kids that come up to me and be just dabbing me up. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not the dickhead who's not going to dab up little bruh, but I'm like, who's you? I don't know you. Why you trying to be cool with me so much? And I realized it's just, even when I was a knucklehead, people will follow in my footsteps of what I did. And I have no idea who these freshmen or sophomores was. I'm looking at you just like, who's you? And why you dabbing me up? But like, I don't want to be a dickhead and be like, no, I don't want to dab you up and shake your hand, because I was never that person. I would dab you up, be like, what's good, what's your name, whatever. But I'm like, internally, I'm like, who the fuck are you? Like, you see what I'm saying? Kids around my age or around my way, they actually started to talk how we used to talk, with slang. Like, the whole school started to talk our slang. And we're not the oldest. We're like sophomores at this time with the slang shit, or lingo, whatever you want to call it. We were sophomores. But we had juniors and seniors, people who are higher and older, saying what we said. Me and my homies were like natural trendsetters or whatever. And I don't even want to say that, because it sounds gay, like, oh, you're a trendsetter, but it just really was. Everything that we used to say, like, as a kids, we still say it to this day, and other people will still say what we say. You see what I'm saying? Like, the slang that we talk, you know what I'm saying? We made up words, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this bitch is throwing, or this teacher's throwing. Like, yo, she's beast and she doing too much, you know what I'm saying? So other people would say that shit, and it was like, I'm like, yo, like, other people will be laughing like, yo, what you said? And then they will start saying what we said, because I understood that me being my true authentic self allowed other people to gravitate towards me and do what I did. And I didn't know this at this time. I didn't care if you spoke my slang or some shit. You know what I'm saying? We had some nut ass slang at the time, as when we were kids. We used to say some nut shit, but other people would still say it. It was really weird. Throughout this whole time, I had a lot of friends and a lot of people that I knew, and good associates and people like that. But I always stand 10 toes down with my friends. Like, the 4 or 5 people that I hang out with till this day, those was always the homeboys, like, for real. But there's other associates or like acquaintances that people, you know what I'm saying, that you are. But I want you to understand, when you're your true authentic self and you don't care about how other people think about you or whatever. And I was always like trying to elevate, hit the gym, shit like that. As I got better and became myself, that other people, even if I was just out of line, out of pocket, they would look up to me. Even, you know what I'm saying, as like someone in awe of. And I'm like, but why? Like, why me? Just be yourself. Go with your friends. Like some people I generally didn't like, they would come and try to talk to me, hang out with me and my friends and everything like that. And at certain times I'm like, all right, bro, go ahead. Like, go be with your people or go be with your friends, because we don't align. I don't really like you, bro. Like, I generally don't. And I don't want to be a dickhead, but I'm like, yo, I generally don't like you. And I don't like your presence being around me. I just want to be with my friends and just be left alone. It's just so weird that I grew up like that and not understanding any of that. But when I was my true authentic self, it allowed me to allowed other people to gravitate towards me, because they know what they're getting into. They knew that if you came around me, you were kind of like me, where we're just joking around. You would probably be in trouble, because I was in trouble all the time and my friends were in trouble all the time. Not saying it stemmed from my action, because I'm not going to control this person, but my thoughts and how I thought would gravitate to other people. And since they see me as the leader, they're going to do what I did. You see what I'm saying? All my friends, if you hung out with in my group, you were in trouble. Like, I'm telling you this right now. I was suspended, like, and I'm not saying this to be funny, but I just want to paint the picture for you. I was in trouble every motherfucking day of school. I swear to God, if it wasn't the detention, I wasn't going to no detention. So then that detention would turn into ISS. ISS, like, if you in school alright, cool. Like, they will send you over there no matter what. But ISS was still just something where they'll send me work. All the teachers send me the work and shit. Bro, I just slept. And a lot of people, like me, would be in ISS who were in fucking trouble. So I get to flaming on this dude, flaming this person, and we're just, ISS turns out to be lit. For some reason, ISS turns out to be lit because you are what you make it. I get to flaming on you. We laugh and crack jokes. We're flowing at a higher vibration. Everyone around the way laughing, shit like that. They're recording videos of us being stupid and shit. And let me get one of my homeboys on that same exact day. It's lit. Like, I'm telling you right now, like, it's lit. That ISS, in school suspension, is lit. I'm telling you this right now. Most of y'all really wouldn't understand how I graduated and shit like that. But OSS, I got that like probably every week, where at least one time out of the week. OSS is out of school suspension, so I was suspended. Man, I was suspended so many times. I don't even know how to explain it, because you guys might think I'm lying. I was suspended at least, like, if there's 5 days out of the school week, I was probably missing 2 days of that week, at least every kind of week. You know what I'm saying? You didn't go to the detention, whatever, or you got in trouble, or you got kicked out of the class or whatever. Was in trouble all the time. And my homies was in trouble all the time too. Well, most of the homies I hung out with, they was OSS too. They was ISS too. They was detention too type shit. You are who you hung out with. You see what I'm saying? And those were the people who, till this day, I love. And I don't see them because if I got in trouble or whatever, that this person's a bad person. No, they're actually genuinely good people. We just were knuckleheads. You see what I'm saying? In school. And we evolve and you mature and you get older, right? And you start to learn more. It's me being my authentic self made people gravitate towards me. I had a lot of friends. I had a lot of people know me around the way. The teachers knew me from around the way. They'll be like, oh yeah, watch out for him. Like, he'll be in trouble. Or, you know what I'm saying? A lot of teachers actually try to be on my good side as well, where I would never really do something disrespectful to a teacher. Don't get it twisted, like, for real, I wouldn't do that. But I remember this one time, this teacher was out of line. I was like, I flamed her up. I was like, you got the same haircut as me. Don't talk to me. And then the whole class laughed, all types of shit. But other teachers knew who I was. And certain times, they just let me cheat on tests. Like, we're like, yeah, go ahead, bro. Do what you gotta do and shit like that. And that's what it was. I didn't try to make people like me. I didn't care if people liked me at all. I didn't care if this person liked me or this person. I just was me. I was Patrick. Patrick was Patrick. And at the time, he was a fucking knucklehead. A lot of people will see the bad people that are doing bad actually as higher for some reason, because they are the person that stands out. If you look at all rappers and all this shit, they are lit because they're doing bad things. They're talking about killing, robbing, murdering people. They stand out amongst the crowd and they're doing bad things. This is why some guys try to act gangster and all types of shit. I'm like, yo, just be yourself. Like, what the fuck is you trying to be Lil Durk or Young Boy for? You know what I'm saying? It's so weird. But they'll think being bad is actually good because I stand out, I get attention, or people, you know what I'm saying? It's really weird within that way. If you look at society, this is why rap is number one. It's like the devil music literally is talking about killing, robbing, murdering. And I'm not saying I don't listen to it, but you know what I'm saying? You see that it stands out amongst the crowd. Once you're your true authentic self, people will like you. Those people who want to be like you or see you as like, oh, I could be friends with you, they will come to you. There's no need to go out and make friends or other people or just, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to force it. Those people who wanted to hang out with me and I disdained them in a way, they would try to force hanging out with me. I'm like, bro, leave me alone. Like, please. With my friends that I was cool with. Even the homies was like, yo, he's a buster. Like, he's a lame. Like, go be with yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was cool with the nerds, too. I was really cool with the nerds. You know what I'm saying? They used to play Call of Duty. They played 2K. You know what I'm saying? Even though they're in the house all day, I was one of those people, too. I was a nerd as well. So I can gravitate and talk to the people that were nerds. And the nerds like me as well. You know what I'm saying? The introverted people, they like me as well because I was an outroverted or whatever the fuck it's called. I said outroverted. But I was just me. You see what I'm saying? And to this day, I get the people that like me for me, and that's that. And I don't care if anyone else doesn't like me. You know what I'm saying? And at this time, I would also say you should be elevating and growing as yourself because you need to grow and be the person that you ultimately want to be. You don't want to be broke. You don't want to be a slave. Because if I said, okay, I'm okay with being a gamer virgin and not playing, you know what I'm saying, not working on myself, then that's just going to be my outcome of life. I'm going to stay stagnant or I'm going to go down because I'll realize over these years I'm still the same virgin that I once was. Once I realized that I'm my authentic self and I'm okay with who I was and I don't need to force to hang out with someone, because if that person wants to hang out with me, they'll call me or I'll call them and we'll go out and do what we're going to do. If we're going to go play basketball, if we're going to hang out, if we're going to hit the gym, that way will be found. I would go reach out to them or they'll come reach out to me and we'll get something situated. That is where I realized a lot of people within the dating aspect, they're forcing this girl to hang out with you. If she does not like you, fuck out of here. Like, that's just what it was since I was a kid. If that person don't like me, fuck about it. I do not care. You see what I'm saying? And this is where that is you at your true authentic self. And you're okay. And you don't give a fuck what other people think about you. I can be by myself in high school by myself and not care. I'm gonna read my books. If I go back to high school, like right now, everything I know now, I would probably be more myself. You know what I'm saying? Just reading books. I actually would be cool with my friends still, because those is my boys. But I'll be reading my books. I wouldn't even be in trouble doing all that nut shit I used to do. You know what I'm saying? It would be a little bit of an identity switch because I elevated. But just being your true authentic self is what will save you from all of this nut shit, because you will attract the people who are like you. If I want to attract people who are winning and hitting the gym, I have to, one, have the action that I hit the gym, because that is what I do. And those people that I meet around the gym, those people I get cool with, those people that I have class with, or whatever it is in your life, those are the people that you should want to hang around and, you know what I'm saying, go around and try to, you know what I'm saying, work out with them, or we work out together, and that becomes your gym partner, and then boom, that becomes your friend, because that is what you do. You are yourself, and other things will come to you, external things, people, you know what I'm saying, you'll meet good people. You see what I'm saying? That's just literally what it is. You're not trying to force people to hang out with you. If this person doesn't want to hang out with you, okay, cool, be gone. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that either. I'm not going to force anyone to hang out with me, whether it's the most beautiful girl in the world, whether it's my best of friends. If they don't want to hang out or whatever it is, all right, cool, that's smooth. All right, like that's all right, because I have me. I have the self-love, the true, this divine self-love, that I generally don't need to go hang out with people, because I enjoy my own company. I always thought about this like this. There's me and my higher self. So there's like two of us. You see what I'm saying? It's like I have a twin in this world, and I'm just being by myself. And I can have fun being by myself. I could go to the movies by myself. I can go to the restaurants by myself. I can do anything by myself. I'll be in the club by myself. It does not matter. I'm Patrick. I'm lit from within. So the people will feel that, and it will come to that light that is lit. You see what I'm saying? I want you to understand this too. Confidence is generally being yourself. So when you go up to the girl and you're saying this pickup line that is not you, oh, are you from Tennessee? No, because you're the only 10 I see, or some cornball ass shit like that. That is not Patrick. Patrick's not going to go up and say some nut shit like that. He's going to really just talk his shit and just be who he wants to be, and ask for her name and let the girl talk about her. And I'm going to end up getting the number regardless. Just being yourself is what it will be. Because if this girl does not like you, okay, that's fine. I was Patrick in this situation. And if she does not like Patrick, be gone. It's simple like that. But a lot of things are black and white. And the more that you stress it, the more that your mind goes fucking crazy about things, stupid situations that it's all in your control. I remember those kids that will force people, like try to force me to like them, that would try to be, this is what I realized. When I was hanging out with nerds, they were just nerds. They would talk about the geekiest shit. They'll talk about Naruto. They'll talk about fucking what's bro's name? Luffy and shit from One Piece and shit. I will be okay with that, because that is what they like, and I like that too. I gravitated towards those people. You see what I'm saying? Imagine a nerd trying to talk about like something completely different that is not them. They are inauthentic. That's not him being himself. So when I remember there was a few nerds that would come up to me and my group and everything like that and try to be like us, talk like us, everything like that. I was like, yo, you're moving like a goofy. Like, go ahead, bro. Just be yourself. I'd rather you be yourself. Even if you're a fucking dickhead, I'd rather you be you. You see what I'm saying? I'd rather you be you. Because I could see the good within the bad. I'm like, okay, he's a complete dickhead. But at least he's him. At least he's doing what he does. You see what I'm saying? He's not trying to go and act a certain way to impress a girl, or act a certain way to impress me. If you're a nerd and you're a true nerd and you're okay with being a nerd and you're just doing yourself, that was so much better than someone trying to impress me, like one of those nerds trying to impress me. I had a lot of nerdy friends. This is why I'm saying this, because I was a nerd at my core as well. I love Naruto. I love Luffy and fucking One Piece. I love anime in general. Do you see how I'm okay to like express that though? Do you see how I'm okay with that? And other people would try to say or say a girl came around, they would try to say that they don't like anime, that they don't like their interest to impress this girl. That is so fucking weird. You know what I'm saying? I got Naruto on my keychain. Like, bitch, I'm Patrick regardless. And if you do not fuck with him, that's tough. I'm not forcing anyone to like me. I am me. So generally, me being me, a lot of people will like me anyways. And I noticed this since I was a kid. But those kids who used to try to force it and try to be like me, I couldn't stand them. I really couldn't. I just couldn't. And the nerds that was themselves, those were the people that I fucked with heavy. They weren't trying to be like me or try to be like someone else or try to fit into the group. They were them. So that when they came around the group, they was just them, and everyone fucked with them. Even if they were completely different, they will fuck with them. All my homies, I remember we had our like kind of weird friends. You know what I'm saying? Because I had like 4 good homeboys and we did like everything kind of together. We'll have like one of those nerds that like we had a good amount of them, like 3 or 4 of them, that they'll come around our way and it's nothing but love with those people because they're themselves. Like they don't have to put on an act for anyone. They are a nerd and that's fine. You see what I'm saying? Like I would stick up for him if someone else is trying to get out his way and try to like play him out because he's himself, and most nerds or most people aren't going to stick up for themselves. So if someone was trying to bully on him and he let me know, I'm gonna go approach that bully like, yo, what the fuck is you talking about? Like, let him be him and stop playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck is wrong with you? Like, what you doing? And that's why within these friend groups and a lot of people that you have and associates that you have, you're okay with them because they're just themselves. Even if their shits don't align with you. Do you see what I'm saying? Even if their interests don't align with you and they play video games, like, if I come around a nerd who plays video games all day, they are themselves. Like, they're the complete opposite of me because that's what I once was. But that's not me no more. I don't play video games no more. But they're just themselves. Bro, I fuck with him so much. Like, even people that I think about in my mind right now that I came to this whole new area, I came around people who are completely different from me, but I fuck with them because that's him. That's who he is. And he's not impressing no one. He's just being himself. It's the most beautiful thing. It's just being authentic. That's the most purest that you can feel. That you're okay with yourself and you know what I'm saying? You are who you are and that's that. And the world will gravitate and they will bring people towards you who are like you, who are like-minded. I want to be with winners. So that's the people who I attract. Or women who are good women. I don't want other women. I disdain a lot of those street hoes that I used to fuck with. I'm telling you this right now. Because that's not who I align with no more. I want to be something greater, so you are who you attract. I'm saying I once was a nerd. I had a lot of nerdy friends. I once was a fucking smoker. I had a lot of fucking smoker friends who smoked weed every day. I had to re-evaluate who I was and become a greater version of myself. And I did not force people to like me, and I never will. I don't care what anyone says. I want you to understand, if that girl is not fucking with you for you, be gone. There's nothing that you can do because if you're trying to force it, it's like, what are you doing? You're wasting your time. And this is a lot of things that I've realized a lot of guys try to do. They're trying to force this girl to like her, to like him, that he's taking her on dinner dates and he's getting her all these roses and he's getting her all these chocolates and doing all this simpy shit. But if a girl likes you for you, she's going to do whatever you guys want to do. You want to go surfing? She would go on a surfing date with you. If you like to hit the gym, she would go on the gym date with you because that's what you like to do. And it all stems from you, especially a man. It all stems from you from the inside. So do not force people to like you for being you. Just be you. And the people who like you for you will gravitate towards you. And that's where I realized once you're really you, your aura is times 10. Self-magnetism is enhanced because people like you for being you. I like a girl, even if she's the thottiest thought in the world. If she's just a thought, okay. I know your nature. I know what I'm getting in with if I fuck with you. At least you're a thought and you're proud with it. Or you're okay with it. For the people who are nerds, I know you like anime with all your heart and you're not trying to come over here saying some gangster shit or saying some shit to impress me in order for me to like you. You're a nerd. You like Naruto. I like Naruto too. I fuck with you. You see what I'm saying? You see what the fuck I'm saying? If even with women too. I like women who are also not insecure but introverted or some shit, or they're shy or whatever, but they know that they're shy, that they know who they are, and that's fine. Just be you. But you can also change you as well. You're going to elevate as a human, as a man. Because that's what we do as humans. As we get older, we grow facial hair. You know what I'm saying? Our minds start to harden up. We start to really dial in on our philosophies and our principles as a man. You are just being yourself at all times. Stop trying to force people to hang out with you, to get friends, to make people like you. Fuck that. Fuck trying to make people like you. Because we all been through that route of trying to make people like you. What the fuck do I look like? Like, once you realize you don't give a fuck about that, you are freed from everyone's external validation of you. Your chains that they lock you in or whatever, you're freed because you unlock your own chains and you're glowing and you're flowing at your own natural state and desires and do what you want to do. You don't care. You know what I'm saying? But elevate yourself and become greater. Hit the gym, take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Self-improvement is a must. I don't care what anyone says. You should always strive to be the greatest version of yourself, but always have gratitude and be grateful of who you are and thankful of who you are, and people will naturally like you for being you. You do not have to act a certain way. You do not have to be a certain way, because you'll attract the people that you are. You see what I'm saying? So I love y'all, bro. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to leave my last video right here for you guys. So if you missed upon that, go watch that video. So stay yourself, stay 300. Whatever you do in life. Trust me, I believe in you, bro.